Throughout the tapestry of human history, certain events stand out as pivotal points that have shaped our world and left an indelible mark on the collective memory of civilizations. But sometimes history can be a bit impatient and dump two major historical events in our collective laps at the same time. Here are 6 big moments that people forgot about immediately. The Tulsa Massacre. The Tulsa Massacre, also known as the Tulsa Race Riot, occurred on May 31 and June 1, 1921, in the Greenwood district of Tulsa, Oklahoma, a prosperous area known as Black Wall Street. A white mob attacked the black community after a false accusation against a black teenager, Dick Rowland, led to heightened racial tensions. Over 35 square blocks were destroyed, up to 300 black residents were killed, and thousands were left homeless. The event is one of the worst incidents of racial violence in U.S. history and was largely ignored in historical accounts for many years. The Cutter Incident. Not long after Jonas Salk developed the first successful polio vaccine, the U.S. government contracted with labs across the country to mass-produce the vaccine to inoculate every child in the country. One lab, Cutter Laboratories in Berkeley, California, however, accidentally produced about 120,000 doses of the vaccine that contained the live polio virus. After this, parents were understandably hesitant to vaccinate their children. The most important Egyptian tomb discovery. In 1939, archaeologists discovered the tomb of Pharaoh Sosenzai, who is also known as the Silver Pharaoh. Everyone and their mummy has heard of the splendors of Pharaoh Tutankhamun. The discovery of his tomb, and the many riches within, in 1922 caused a splash not seen in the dusty field of archaeology since. But not even the grandeur of Tut could compare with another pharaoh finding only a decade later, except that the world was a bit busy fending off the greatest evil of modern history to pay attention. The Spanish Flu. The Spanish flu, occurring from 1918 to 1919, was a devastating global pandemic caused by the H1N1 influenza A virus. It infected about 1/3 of the world's population and resulted in the deaths of an estimated 50 million people, with some estimates as high as 100 million. Unlike typical flu outbreaks, the Spanish flu had a high mortality rate among young, healthy adults. The pandemic spread rapidly due to World War I troop movements and poor public health responses. Its name, Spanish flu, arose because Spain, a neutral country during the war, had fewer media restrictions and reported the outbreak more freely. Interwar period. The interwar period was the period between the end of the First World War and the beginning of the Second World War. Despite the relatively short period of time, the period represented an era of significant changes worldwide. Petroleum-based energy production and associated mechanization expanded dramatically, leading to the Roaring Twenties, a period of economic prosperity and growth for the middle class in North America, Europe, Asia, and many other parts of the world. Automobiles, electric lighting, radio broadcasts and more became common among populations in the developed world. The Bretton Woods Conference. In 1944, with World War II beginning to wind down, 730 delegates from all 44 Allied nations met at a large hotel in New Hampshire. The meeting was held in an attempt to outlaw practices which are agreed to be harmful to world prosperity. In short, an international banking system was to be established. Following this meeting, the International Monetary Fund was founded, all currencies were required to be convertible for trade, and exchange rates were modified so that one nation would not be favored over another. The ideas founded at this conference led to the development of the World Bank. In short, the international economy we now reside in and enjoy can be traced back to a meeting in the backwaters of rural New Hampshire.